I never thought the worst thing in my life would be my own voice. It all started quite normally. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I was lying in bed, flipping through TikTok. My eyes were already sticking together, but, as usual, another video turned into another half hour. And then my phone rang. Without a number. Just the inscription, unknown challenge. I frowned. Who calls at 2:17 a.m.? I didn't answer. The call broke off by itself. In a second, the call again. This time I already pressed reject, a little annoyed. Silence. And then came the message. Why don't you answer? I froze. The number was the same, unknown. I thought it was some kind of joke. Maybe one of my friends. I wrote, "Who is this?" A few seconds, nothing. Then, "It's you." I laughed. Nervous, but laughed. Classic. Cheap trolling. I put the phone down and was about to fall asleep as it vibrated again. New message. Pick up the phone. I rolled my eyes. And just at that moment, the phone rang again. I don't know why, but this time I answered. He brought the phone to his ear. Hello. A few seconds, complete silence. And then, I heard a voice. Your voice. Hello. He repeated. I abruptly pulled the phone away from my ear. The heart began to beat. I raised the phone again. Who is it? I asked. And immediately, without delay, who is it? Repeated the voice. Exactly with my intonation. With the same pause. With the same fear. I challenged. My hands were shaking a little. Okay. That's not funny anymore. I wrote a message. Stop it. Who is it really? The answer came instantly. I told you. It's you. And then the phone rang again. I was just looking at the screen. I didn't want to answer. But something forced me. I clicked accept. Silence. I was silent. And then the voice spoke first. You're sitting on the bed now, aren't you? I froze. And you look at the door. I slowly looked up. The door to the room was slightly open. The darkness behind them seemed thicker than usual. You think someone is joking, the voice continued. It was me. The same timbre. The same manner. But he spoke, more calmly. It's colder. But you're already starting to be afraid. I whispered. Who are you? And immediately, who are you? Repeated the voice. I got out of bed abruptly. Stop it. Stop it. He answered without delay. I clicked reset. Breathing became difficult. I looked at the phone. New message. You're coming to the door now. I shook my head. No. Message. You'll come. I threw the phone on the bed. I won't come. The phone vibrated. I didn't want to watch. But I looked. 3, 2, 1. I felt my feet take a step by themselves. No. Another step. I tried to stop. But it felt like I was looking at myself from the side. As if I'm not in charge of the body. I went to the door. Slowly. The phone rang. I didn't raise it. He rang again. And again. And again. I couldn't stand it. Brought to the ear. Now open it. I whispered. There is no one there. There is no one there. He repeated. And he added. For now. I slammed the door shut. The latch. Castle. Everything you can. I ran back to the bed. My heart was beating as if it was going to break out. The phone rang again. I replied, almost screaming. What do you need? And immediately, what do you need? He shouted. And then, he added quietly. I just want to change. It was as if I had been electrocuted. What? Change, said the voice calmly. You're there. I'm here. I didn't understand. Where are you? A few seconds of silence. And then he replied. On the phone. I laughed. Hysterical. It's impossible. Maybe, he said. You're already here. I was silent. What do you mean? And here. He said something that made my hands run cold. You don't understand yet? Pause. You answer sooner than you think. I frowned. What? Check. I was silent. The phone was silent. And suddenly I felt a strange feeling. Like an opinion, not mine. I thought, say something. And in the same second, my voice came from the phone. Say something. I didn't open my mouth. I didn't say. I just thought about it. I dropped the phone. No, the phone was on the floor. And from it, through the speaker, a whisper sounded. No. I slowly stepped back. It's a dream. It's just a dream. It's a dream, he replied. And he added, but you won't wake up. I began to breathe faster. What have you done to me? Nothing, said the voice. I'm just listening. Pause. And I say, a little earlier. I understood. He doesn't repeat. He is ahead. He says what I say. Before I say that, before I even decide to say, I whispered, stop, and immediately, stop, sounded from the phone. But this time, a little earlier. I didn't have time to finish the word. He has already said. I was silent. And then he whispered, now you are silent. I didn't move. Do you think that if you don't say anything, nothing will happen? Silence. But I can hear thoughts. I closed my eyes. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think, whispered the phone. I opened my eyes abruptly. How to stop it? How to stop it? He repeated, and immediately added, no way. Pause. It's already happened. I felt something. Change. It's like reality is a bit floating. I looked at my hands. They looked normal. But the feeling was not that. Like a delay. It's like I see them. Through the screen. You begin to understand, said the voice. No. Yes. Pause. You're not completely here anymore. I grabbed the phone. Put it all back. Bring it all back. He shouted. And quietly added. That's exactly what I do. I froze. What? I take your place. Pause. And you are mine. I felt cold. Real. Not just fear. And something deeper. No. No. It's late. The phone screen suddenly lit up by itself. The camera opened. Frontal. I saw myself. But something was wrong. I was looking at the screen. And I smiled there. Although I didn't smile. See, said the voice. It's not me. It's me, he replied. And the eye on the screen slowly blinked. Separately from me. I retreated. No. Now it's my turn. And at this moment, I felt the sound in the room become dull. As if through water. The world began to darken at the edges. I looked at the phone. And suddenly, I was already looking from the inside of the screen. I saw the room. Your own room. But, through the camera, I tried to scream. And my voice came from the phone. Let me go. And that, another I stood in the room, with my phone in my hand, and smiled. He looked straight into the camera, directly on me. And he said, now you answer first. I screamed. But he already said it. To me. He pressed something on the screen. And whispered. A new challenge. The screen is black. And in a second, I saw a new contact. Unknown. And the challenge began. Horn. One more. And on the other end, someone picked up the phone. Hello. It was a new voice. And I felt the words forming in me. Not mine. But I couldn't stop them. And I said, before I thought, hello.